Hello friends, welcome back to another series of basic electrical engineering. In this section we're gonna deal with different numericals related with the AC part. If you haven't been to our DC videos, go through them and they will be helpful for you. Now let's start. In this section or in this question we are asked to identify RMS and average value for the waveform, and this waveform is given to us. Okay, so this is the waveform and we are asked to identify RMS and average value. I hope you all know what does RMS and average means. RMS stands for root mean square and average means average value or mean value. In order to remember that, we are having a very easy method to remember the formula. If you remember the formula of average, you can easily identify it. We are going to solve this using analytical method. There are numerous of the ways to solve these problems, but we are going to solve this using analytical method. Let's start it by solving. Later on, if you want to know, do mention in comment section. We will solve this using graphical method as well, but now let's solve. If you are given such types of triangular waveforms, all you can do is you have to identify the equation. In order to identify the equation, all you need to do is you need to know 2-point formula. Okay, for that let's identify the coordinate of at this point. Okay, since it travels 0 distance in x-axis, that's why the coordinate will be 0 for the x-axis, and y it has traveled -2. Okay, that's why this will be our coordinate at this point. And if you will see at this point in x-axis, it has traveled up to 1. Okay, and the value is 2. So once you identify the coordinates of this, now let's use 2-point formula. Okay, I hope you all know what is the 2-point formula. It's y minus y1 is equals to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Now let's see what is y, what is y1 for this question. Since in y-axis we are having f of t, so replace y by f of t, and y1 is you can name them x1 y1 and it's x2 y2. Okay, that's why our y1 is -2, and then what is y2? y2 is 2, minus plus 2. Okay, and x2 is 1 and x1 is -0. Similarly, what is your x in x-axis? Our x is t, minus what is the value of x1? It's 0. After identifying this, you can write f of t plus 2 is equals to 4t. Okay, or now f of t is equals to 4t minus 2. This is our equation. Once you identify, look, the equation is from 0 to 1. So it's from 0 when time lies between 0 to 1. Okay, once it's done, now let's go to the formula. What is the formula of average and RMS? In order to find the average, if you're using analytical method, our formula is average value, or what is now, for now it's, you can consider sometimes if it's given voltage, you can write B average, or current, you can write I average. Now since we are asked to identify average value, let's write it average. The formula is 1 by t, 0 to t f of t dt. Okay, now what is this t stands for? This t, and this one is also capital T. Okay, so this t stands for time period. And what do you mean by time period? What is time period? Time taken by any waveform to complete one cycle. Okay, since for now one cycle has completed in time t is equals to 1. So for the given circuit, time period is equals to 1. Okay, as per your pattern of the waveform change, the time period also change. For now, time period is this. Now let's start to find the average value, which is equals to 1 upon 1. Okay, and it's from 0 to, for now it's 1. Capital T is 1, no, that's why we have to write 1. After that, f of t, we have identified the value of f of t, which is 4t minus 2, 4t minus 2 dt. Now integrate it, t square by 2, from where, 0 to 1, and then it's minus 2. Okay, minus 2, it's t from 0 to 1. Now let's substitute the value. While substituting the value, we get 1 by 2 minus, it's 0, no, so it's 2. Calculate it, 2. So our average value is 0. That's how you can identify the average value using analytical method in such types of triangular waveform. Okay, now after identifying the triangular waveform, our next task is to identify RMS value. Now let's write it over here. Now see how to remember the formula of RMS value using analytical method. RMS, if you know the full form, you can easily remember the formula. Okay, since what is written root, that's why first task is to put root over here. Once you root, next is mean. Mean means average, so write this formula of average as it is. It's 1 by t 0 to t f of t dt. Okay, I hope you are clear till this. After that, it's s, as it stands for square, so make it square. That's how you can easily identify the formula and can remember it. Once you fit the formula, now put the substitutes their values. As we have identified earlier, time period is 1, that's how it's 1, 0 to 1. Now f of t, what is f of t? It's 4t minus 2 square dt. Okay, after identifying it, now what we have to do? We have to initiate it. Okay, let it remove square over. Sometimes we make a square over here if it's bothering you a lot, but you can write it this also. Now it's a minus b whole square. You know the formula of a minus b whole square. It's a square means 4t square minus 2ab. It's 2 times 4t into 2. Okay, then plus a plus b square means plus 2 square dt, and these will all remain under. So let's put it inside another bracket. Okay, braces. Once it's done, now let's integrate it and identify the value. 4t square means 4 into 4, 16. T square means it will be t cube by 3. Now keep upper and lower terms. 1 minus 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16. T square upon 2, 0 to 1 plus t 4, it's t from 0 to, from 1 to 0. Upper limit, lower limit. After substituting, now let's place the value. It will be 16 1 by 3. Okay, minus 16 by 2 plus 4. Now solve them using calculator. While solving them using calculator, you will get 16 upon 3 minus 8 plus 4, which is equals to 1.15. That's how you can identify the RMS value and average value. So one thing you have to remember, that whenever you are provided with such triangular pattern, so these types of triangular waveform, all your task is to identify the f of t. In order to identify the value of f of t, you must use this 2-point equation, 2-point formula, and if you are clear to find it, the chances of getting mistakes will reduce. Hope this video is helpful for you. Like, share and subscribe Blissy Being, and do mention in the comment section whichever topic you are feeling difficulty. Thank you. Have a great time.